Welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress. In the previous episode, we finished the first elf trade. Nothing really happened there. They took a couple of gems and some of our mugs, and we took some of their all the food that they brought, as well as a slight asset to our military, one of which we will need to work on improving slightly. Also, we got a migrant wave of 19, so almost doubling our fortress size. Unfortunately, the migrant wave seemed to prefer to keep our male-to-female ratio 2 females to 1 male. Great for worker count, not so great for sort of preferred military count. Luckily, we do have notable additions to our fort. A almost legendary woodcutter, that'll be useful. Carpentry, average skill. Some stone detailers, some stone crafters, which are going to be pulled off. Trapping, small animal dissection, no actual hunters or anything, if there's anything to hunt. We do have a suture and wound dresser coming in. Let's go ahead and pull some of the less skilled off of this. Bone setting and wound dressing also sort of a backup, always good. No new farmers. I guess it's reasonable to assume that we're not going to need any. Potash making. Milling, I guess useful. Let's do this by no sword. Actually, I guess I do want this to be sorted by migration wave. So, plant gathering, we don't really have any. Plant processing, we've got a couple that might have an idea of what they're doing. Brewers, we have 2, always useful. Cooks, we have 2, again, always useful. 1 miller, 1 cheesemaker, 1 butcher, no one with tanning. What are you? You are the... Oh, you've already got everything else assigned. Actually, we do have 2 tanners, which is good. Leatherworking. We have a leatherworker, which is good. Bone carving. We have someone. 1 fisher. Don't need that many fish cleaners. Fish dissection we don't need. Furnace operating 1 of weaponsmithing. A 5 and a 6 for weaponsmith. And a 10 for armorsmith, that's always good to have. Blacksmithing, no one yet. Metal crafting, 2 dwarves. Relatively low skill, but it's better than nothing. Gem cutters, we have no one with any skill. And no skill with gem setting. Glass making, couple. Shearing, spinning. This is weaving. Yes, we don't need the weaver. Clothes maker. Dyeing, strand extraction, pottery. glazing. A couple with mechanics, a couple with pump operator. So, not really too exciting. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and assign to alchemy. Let's get that assigned and come over here. And we have enough for a almost passable military. Let's see, carpentry, actually relatively valuable, so you'll be later. You're useless. Keep you out. Bone setting. Okay. So, 4 more. Assigned to squad. Or rather, 3 more. So, our squad has more than doubled in size. So, that is that taken care of. Anyway, back to the actual game. So, with doubling the size of our population, things should get done sort of twice as fast. And, of course, we've got a party already started. So, on the off chance someone isn't attending the party, I'm going to go ahead and get the stone and whatnots dumped. And the next thing we need to do, we have Kias, we have Ravens. Puppies. Goats. Nothing actually all that impressive yet. And plants is actually going up, so let's drink from plant. So, unfortunately with this party, well, actually I don't think it's the party. I think most of our labor is actually tied up in moving all these stones around. So, one thing I'm going to do, sort of as soon as I finish with the that's that stone. As soon as I finish sort of getting everything moved around that needs to be immediately moved so that we can get the defenses set up, I'm going to go ahead and make stockpiles for the stone so that it can be wheelbarrowed around. Or something like that. Of course, I guess with everyone at the party, or moving stones, nothing's actually being built that we need for the bedrooms. Which is, I guess, sort of a mixed issue. Issue 1, the party's at the wrong spot, so nothing's getting done. Or rather, because there is a party, no one's working, and because no one's working, we can't get our sort of fortress / population moved down to the lower levels where everything's at. So they have to spend more time running up and down from the party. And I'm thinking that's probably going to be good for the chest for now. So, in the interest of splitting the skill around a little bit, let's see, let's give the other two a chance to get some work in. One, two. So, because blocks don't have a sort of quality attached to them, they make for excellent training tools. So we're having loom issue, or bag issues, I'm surprised there. Next we need a cloth industry up and running. And one thing I am sort of pondering is how exactly we're going to get the farms set up on the lower levels. I do have a idea or two as to how it can be done. Mostly it's going to involve a very, very long waterfall, as well as quite a bit of plumbing. Realistically, that's not going to happen until the next block of videos that I record, mostly just due to the sheer tediousness of trying to figure out all the plumbing and sort of aqueducts that need to be dug out. So that is definitely an off-screen thing. And we have a cook withdrawing from society. That is a good thing. Craft dwarfs. And mysterious construction using rock. Better than nothing. Oh, we should probably also get the that memorial slab installed. Build. Alt S. And not really a great memorial slab, but it's a slab nonetheless. It fulfills its purpose. Okay, we do finally have a very large quantity of dwarves with really nothing to do. So, time for the next. We need a carpenter's workshop. And let's just kind of throw something together real quick. For this workshop, I'm going to be making the finely crafted dwarven beds. Let's go ahead and actually resume it so that this gets built. So sort of in the interest of getting everyone's bed moving along. Whoops, I need additional comp. Hold on. So this way everyone will have their own high quality bed instead of just something that was hurriedly thrown together. I do wish that the build screen for beds and furniture and whatnot. A granite ring. Interesting. Good, it's not all that valuable. So it is a granite ring with granite on it. Added bonus of a new legendary stonecrafter. Okay, so not really all that great, but it could have been worse. At least they're not a legendary waxworker. So build, that's not a build menu, is a I wonder if I can handle blows. So it appears that the wood that is dropped is all that's changed. Anyway, I was saying that I sort of wish the furniture, beds, cabinets, doors, whatnot, construction options could be sorted by quality instead of having to dig into the entire supply of whatever. So, I did say I was sort of intending not. I didn't want to move the entire fortress's dugout stone multiple times. But we've got a bunch of people sort of sitting around idle, and we might as well do something productive with them. So we have masterwork beds. The other thing I desperately need is a couple more miners. Actually, do I have... I do have some granite doors. So I might as well get these put in. So, luckily the quality of the beds don't actually matter. It's just going to be a tendency for sort of higher quality beds to show up. It needs to be bed, not restraint. Bed. Okay, so that's the beds, and hopefully this can get everything moved over pretty quickly. Luckily, once the stones have been moved, most of the rest of the fortress should be relatively lightweight. So let's go ahead and move these move those all into the appropriate pasture. So, I did not actually change the sort of pasture needs or requirements or whatever for this fortress. Although, luckily, it doesn't appear to actually need to be changed. The sort of few grazers that we do have are not going completely bonkers like they did in previous versions. And although I think there might be a couple of spots, these here look like they've been munched, the grass has been munched off. Fireclay, sparse-wheat, reed. A pool of... Okay, I'm going to have to do a map cleanup real quick. But it does look like they, while they might be eating, they're definitely not just devouring everything in sight. So, with that, and the bedrooms finally having work done towards getting them usable, and actually the perfectly timed save, I will go ahead and wrap up the video here. Next time we'll probably be trying to get as much of the fortress moved downstairs as possible. Although I may also, may instead go and see about getting the water supply, get that set up, and moved downstairs. So, of course, off-screen and between episodes, let's see, what early summer. Yes, I think I will actually go ahead and go do that right now. So, until next time, stay safe.